Hello and welcome back to BeamNG Drive, RLS Career Overhaul playthrough. We are looking at the current state of our Bastion dragster, and we're about to go ahead and put all the body panels on it, get it all sorted out, maybe even a paint job, and then we'll export it to free roam and do some tuning. So let's get that going. Alright, and there we go. We've got it all sort of decked out. There was a few things I'm not questioning about the side skirts because I'm not doing a wide body front end, but I'm doing a wide body back end. We might switch to the wide body back end in the future. We'll see what we can do with the tires. I kind of like the look, the stance of it with the wide at the back. Gives it a little bit of an aggressive look. Adding the wide to the front, I think, just makes it look more like a race car. But we'll see what we can do. Debadge the whole thing. But I'm not, the side skirts, because of that, we have like the dent in the back. The sport one stuck out a little bit, but there was like a weird groove. So I think I like this better. We have to play with it. What else? This trunk, I don't know. As soon as you add the spoiler, this trunk sort of doesn't fit very well, but I think that's just a issue with the model. We'll deal with that. Bumper, we didn't have a lot of options because of the wide body back. So if we ever do get rid of the wide body back, we can maybe try some of the other bumpers. Let me know if you think I should get rid of the wide body rear end. I don't know how far we can put in these rear tires. We'll have to take a look at that. Interior is pretty sparse. I might go through and see if we can actually get rid of more of that in the My Parts screen. But other than that, it is ready for paint. I did apply the red tail livery. We can't see it on here yet, but once we apply the colors, you'll be able to see it'll be white on the back. So it'll look pretty sweet. But let's purchase this, 20,022. That gets us the car ready for paint. There we go. Now we will paint it. Let me just back it up. As you're adding parts, it's kind of a little bit weird on the back here too, but just on that side though, eh? Like here it looks okay. The door between the two doors, but on this side, the doors don't line up. I wonder if that's just a shadow thing? No. The door's just open. That's weird. Let's go see if we can close that. I didn't notice that while I was building it. So we'll just open and close the door and see if that helps. No, it just doesn't jive on this side. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see if that fixes maybe when I put it away, bring it back out. Maybe that'll line up better. But let's back it up just because as you're putting parts on, it kind of rocks forward. Keep shifting. We'll just not crash it. Ooh. It moves pretty quick. Okay. Put it down for now. Let's put the paint job on it. We'll look at it from this side because it looks good from here. Again, I already kind of know the paint job because it's got to match our truck. So let's go in here, painting. And I have my custom color for the first one, this one right here. You can see here now we've got this Back end looks pretty cool. The only thing we have to do is bring up the metallic a fair amount. Like I think it was 70%. I don't remember what we did on the other truck. And then the roughness up just to give it a little character. I think we'll actually maybe we'll just we'll make it simple. We'll do 50% metallic. No, I like the roughness up. So 75. We'll just try to remember these numbers and we'll make sure the truck matches. And I think this was very little, like 10%. Just gives the little texture to it. And then we'll clear coat it. Oh, see, the clear coat's not working. It's too much now. I think maybe the metallic has to come down. See, I had this all figured out, but I don't remember the numbers I did on the truck. Let's just leave it like this. I kind of like it with no clear, with the less gloss. And then for the second color, we'll go pure white. That'll match. It'd be cool if this had the same modern flame on the front as the truck does, but I don't think that's an option. And for this, just in case anything does show up, we'll just do matte black. It'll be obtrusive. It's $5,000 for the paint job, but that's fine. It'll be expensive every time we have to repaint it and when we crash. And then I think once we've got it all tuned in, I'm going to go through and we'll mess with the wheel colors. And I want to take a look at the engine because now it should have the head covers. There's our roll cage. It's black. I think that's the third color. We could change that, but I like it in black. Did it pop? It did. I'd like to try to get rid of more of the dash, but I don't know if we can. We may have to switch to like a red tail interior and just strip everything else out. Yeah, so we have body color headers in there. It's kind of overshadowed by all the chrome, but that's okay. I like it. I like it. All right, before we tune it, now let's go tune it. I'll show you how we get this out to career mode for the tune, or out of career mode into free roam for the tune. So it's really quite simple. You jump in to the vehicle. You save your game just in case, because this will exit career mode. While you're in the vehicle, you just go here, you go to garage, and wait for it to load. So it doesn't carry a color, and that's fine. We can rebuild it here if we wanted to, but we won't worry about that. We're not tuning it in this screen, although you could throw a base tune on it from here. So what we do is we save it. I believe this is my speaker, but we're going to call this Career Drag Bastion. And we'll put just in case we ever share it out or anything like that. You know, if any of you guys want to try it, maybe we can figure out how to share the configs across people. I'll put my tag at the end there. We'll just save it. There we go. And then we can back out. Here you can do all sorts of camera stuff. You can turn on the lights. It's pretty fun to play in the garage anyways. We can do a test drive here, but that's not what we're going to do. We're going to go to free roam. I'm just going to take it right to where we're going to do it. And this is like simulation. It's like having computer simulation for your tunes. So you punch them in, you look at the numbers, but it's what we have to work with. If we did this, and you'll see in a minute, if we did this in career mode, every time we tweak a number, we'd have to go, if we don't own the drag paddock, and even then it's a pain, we have to go back to the garage, which would mean loading it on the truck, driving home, doing the tweak, loading it on the truck, driving back to the drag strip, testing it. Every one of those would also cost money, because every time you tune it, it costs money. So I figured this will be simulating doing all the tests, and then we can pay for the whole tune at the end. And if we have to fine tune it, like if I feel I have to adjust something by a little bit, we'll do that. But we'll do that in career. But for the big one, it makes sense to come here. I don't want to go to the map. So here we are, we're loaded into a D series, a base D series. Just beam stuff, but if we look under the Bastion, we're gonna make sure, is it gonna show? Here it is. All right, so now we have our car. And what I like to do then is it's running, so we'll go into drive and we'll kind of we'll stage it. Get it staged properly. Takes a second. Because once we're staged, we can take as long as we want. We're going to back that up actually. Oh yeah, I broke it. Okay, I should have just left it, but we'll do it on the other side. It's fine. Oh yeah, we got a couple little treats in here. I put the police flashers on it just because I think that's fun, so we can do like this. We're gonna do LED headlights as well, but we'll do all that in game. It'll be part of the tuning. Carefully, this thing is really jumpy. We'll carefully age. There we go. Put our trans brake on, and then I'm gonna control home. So now this is our home position. So if I press home, we reset right in the stage. All right. The very first thing I'm going to do, we're already at 2,800 horsepower, so that's pretty good, right? With just 100 NOS, that's a pretty good. No wonder we got an 8. I don't know why I went to the map again. I keep doing that. Too many buttons. I might practice just going to this menu and choosing the map from here, but that's okay. We'll go to vehicle config. So here we can change parts out if we want to try with different things, but we just go to tuning. We'll leave brake offset. We'll leave that. Brake force multiplier. That's all fine for now. We'll test with full fuel. We probably don't actually want that when we're racing. We'll lower it, but that'll should just increase our time. It shouldn't really affect much. Here's where we would tune our headlights, but we'll do that. I'm probably just going to make them red to match the body color. We could do that, but it doesn't really matter here. We'll do that in the main game. Here's our engine, so we can set our idle. So if we listen, I don't have live updates on, so that's fine. We'll go to the minimum. Yeah, we'll leave it there. That's fine. RPM limit 65 looks fine. I don't really need to go into the red line, I don't think. We may adjust that up if we need to get just a little more. We ran pretty good with this. I'm not going to play with this yet. I'll have to mess with this a lot more. What I really want to do is up this to like 1,000 and see where it's at with 1,000. This is the only thing I'm going to change. Oh, no, we're going to change this to first gear and this up to 1,000. We'll just tweak this down. 1,000 flat. We'll apply it. And then we'll see where we're at. So we'll come out. And we're going to put it in gear where trans brake is on in gear. Okay. It doesn't blow through the trans brake. We'll see what we kind of get for a drag here. NOS didn't... Oh, I didn't turn NOS on, so... We still got that gear tuning to do as well. Okay, 8.5. Let's try that again. So I just hit home. Brake is on. We'll turn the NOS on this time. Now we'll see if it blows through the... Yeah, see, we're too high. You can see how it's blowing it all away. So what we're going to do... All this is going to do... I'll show you, because that's probably helpful for people that aren't doing this. So we'll rev... Oh, put it in gear. Okay, it's not so bad. Sorry, I didn't have it in gear. Okay, we need a wheelie bar. Wow. Okay. Let's put a wheelie bar in it because I forgot that while we were building it. That is going to be on the final build. I just completely forgot. So let's throw that on. We'll make sure we add that. Where's my wheelie bar? All right. So I found it. So tow hitch. That's where it is. Right here. Pro wheelie bar. There we go. Now we're going to want to set that as well. So let's go into tuning. And we'll see how fast it goes with 1,000. But we're going to lower the wheelie bar wherever it is here. Here we go. I'm just going to put it down. How far is that? Apply. Oh, wrong way. That's right. Up is down. Yeah, we'll try it there. And we'll try a pass on that. As we're on, in gear, rev. Okay, wow, we hit that. We rev out really fast. 240, sub 7 just like that. Okay, excellent. Okay, so next, so we hit the gear way too early. Our gear ratio is way out. So let's get in there. We'll see where that is. So this is our final drive we're looking for. In here somewhere. Torque converter. Wheelie bar, tire grip. Is it up the top? Where is it? Hold up, did I miss that? Hang on. I think I might have missed that in the part when I was putting the rest of it together again. It should be under rear diff. See, this is why we do it here, because we could be fighting with this constantly. Limited slip, yeah, we have a set. So we want to do a race adjustable. This would probably be 2.6 is probably a lot closer to where we want to be. We need that. We could put rear drive. We may have to put these in as well, but we'll see. We'll leave it as it is for that one, but this we have to have. Definitely have to have that. So now we can go to tuning. And we'll find differential. Here we go. And I'm thinking more like a, I don't know, 2.5? What I want to do is I want to be crossing the line just as we hit the limit. I think that's how we get the best time that way, because we're basically accelerating all the way to the line, right? We don't want to hit the limit too soon. So let's see where we're at. And again, this will adjust too as we add more nitrous, which we'll probably try to go up to 15 after this. I just want to kind of half tune this. This little wheelie. We were still right there too much. So we got to go, wow, already a 6.8. Already a 6.8, and we're not even close to done. I think I need to go a little, whoops, I did it again. Need to go a little lower. We'll just kind of get that roughly, whoops, too far. Differential. Let's go to a 2.2. 2.23. Let's try that. I like to make bigger jumps, and then I'll sort of, if it's too much and I come back, you could just go down a little bit each time. You know, a lot of people will just start and just go down like a couple ticks. I like to make bigger jumps and kind of bounce them around until I get in the middle somewhere. And it works in the end. It may take a little longer, but we get there. Oh no, we're gonna stay. We're still a little too short, but let's go a little too short because we capped out a little bit soon, but let's get up to 15. Oh my god, I did it again. I'm gonna keep doing that because I'm in the habit of hitting that button. Let's do the nitrous up to, let's go to 15. We'll go to 15. I was gonna say let's go to 2000, but let's go to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, oh, yeah, right, 10. There. Max RPM, min RPM, sure. Yeah, that should work. What are we up to here now? 4,700 horsepower. Yikes. Okay, this should be good. We'll probably hit the rev limiter again too soon, but we'll see. Oh, a little bit of a hop there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, way too soon. Pretty quick, though. Oh, yeah, we are keeping in mind that between this playthrough and the last, I switched to kilometers per hour, and that's because I found the reason I was running miles. I'm in Canada, so I know kilometers per hour better. But I was running miles because all the speed signs on the map were in miles. But I found a mod, we'll show it when we go back to career, that has the little speed limit listed so I could play in kilometers. That's why that's in kilometers now. All right, so we're still hitting this too soon. We can adjust the gears. I guess we can only adjust the turbo. We don't actually have gears. We could adjust our torque converter. This might, but I don't think it's hitting that. Let's actually, now that while we're in here, let's bring our wheels in while I think about what to actually do. I think I want the rear ones all the way in. Let's see how far they go. Oh yeah, we have to apply. That's way too much. Okay, so we have some, we could go to the non-wide body and I think it'd be fine. So let me know in the comments if you think we should ditch this wide body rear end and go to like a super narrow car, which probably is the way to go as far as like actual aerodynamics for drag racing. Close, we'll come out a little more. That's why that's why we don't do it in, this would cost us like $200-300 a pop. Oh, apply. I think we want to reduce the tire grip because it kind of bounced off the wheelie bars. We just want to kind of ease up. That's probably good there. We'll see if we can bring the front wheels out. That's probably too far, but we'll try it. Just because we're tuning with what kind of the stance we want. We'll leave it there for now. That's pretty good. It lines up with the sort of the bottom. Let's reduce our tire grip. No, let's further reduce our diff. Where are we here? Here we go. Let's bring this down. It's a 2.3 already. Let's go to a 2. Just a straight up 2 and see how that looks. Come on. 2. Okay, that's as low as we can go. This is it. We can only go up from here. It's not too bad. Are we capping? Was that 2 gears? I don't know if that's shifting. It might be that we're actually the wrong... Try it one more time. I'm not entirely sure that's shifting. Okay, let me see what we got. Not entirely sure. It might be shifting, but that should be like that should be plenty. We shouldn't be capping it. Maybe we have to go to a 3-speed. Where are we here? Yeah. Let's put it back like here. 222? Sure. 222, 223. This should all be good. We could bring this up, but it's not even... Bring this up just a couple and see if that makes a difference. It shouldn't. The turbo should be okay. We're just not gonna mess with that at the moment. Let's try this to 2000. I don't think that's gonna work, but we can try it. Oops. We'll just adjust it there. I think 2.2 should be right. I think that's what roughly where I had it on the speak and it was working, but it was a 3-speed. We'll try adjusting the torque converter. We're not getting to the... I don't think it's shifting into second. I might switch it out for the 3 or the 4-speed, but this should work. Bring it up a little. I want to get it to the point where it's hitting the red line and just bouncing. And then we can bring it down from there, I guess. 3.45. Bring it up a little and see if that's going to be any different. Okay. So there we accelerated all the way. That worked. Forgot to hit the brakes right away. Let's try it again. I'm gonna adjust the traction a wee bit. I think we want a little bit more wheel spin. But I mean, a 6.2 is pretty good. This is actually going better than I thought. We're a lot closer. That looked like we just hit the red line, like just hit the limits of that gear when we got to the line, yeah? We can make it a hair longer at best. I want to try, that was 2,000 horsepower. So let me make the let's make the final drive a hair longer. Let's go back to the 2. Hey, we got all the way to 2. Sweet. Let's see what that looks like. I kind of want to be accelerating as we cross the line, but just. At least as our starting point. It actually isn't too bad of a launch either. I don't know if we have to adjust the traction. It's a little squirrely. How did that look? That felt better. And this is kind of the process. Yeah, you could probably go a little shorter just to get a little more acceleration. We're still accelerating on the other side of the line. I will do some tuning off camera and I'll bring you back when I've got it where I'm happy with it. All right, and here we are back at career mode with our car. And we are going to put on the wheelie bar and get our tuning on. I played with it for several hours. I had to take quite a break in the middle of it, but I think I got it somewhere. It's not perfect. Plenty of room for improvement. So as we're going through it, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. We'll try them out. I'll also continue to play with it off camera and see if I can get it even better, but I want to see how it performs here in career as well. I know with my Spica, the first time I transported over, it didn't actually go 100%. I had to do some final adjusting here, probably because it counts for wear and tear, and there's some other things that aren't accounted for in free roam, I think. But we got to make sure we put this on, and then we'll get that all tuned up. Oops. We have 14,000. Hopefully this is enough to actually get us to tune, and I won't have to do any repoing. But let me go ahead and start transferring this over. We've got, so all this I left the same, chassis the same. I'm just going to go ahead and make these red. I'll show you something. So if I even just make that red, that costs us $200. May have to adjust brightness, but I just want to make them red for now just to match the car. That's fun. Okay. And then engine, I think we put this to 8. I'll check my notes. Now these all look good. I had this set to 68. Turbo, I put both of these it was full 40 PSI all the way through. Let's apply that. Up to 400. Nitrous was gear 1, and it was 3,000 if I remember. My notes real quick before I commit to that. Yeah, 3,000 and 1,000 RPM. Apply that. Okay. Torque converter, I had this at 0.1, and the diameter was 0.385. 385, check my notes. 385, yes. All these I didn't touch because I don't know what they do. Wheel alignment I didn't change. The rear camber I set to 0. Apply that. And then the wheelie bar was at 10 degrees. Apply that. And then we have our tires. We have, yeah, wheelie bar was 10. Front grip I didn't change. We could probably mess with that stuff as well. We want to pull them out a bit. I think I had it at 0.23. It's pretty far out. Well, comparatively. Somewhere in this range is probably fine. That brings those out to kind of line up a little better. We may want to put those in. I don't know. I think usually you want them as narrow as you can. So if you know, let me know in the comments down below. We set this to 7.5, which was kind of half of the air that it started with. It seemed to work. Wow. Okay, 7.5. Then the offset was up just... It was in... Let me just line up so we can see. Because it might be different. It shouldn't be, but it might be. We had it at 0.051. We'll try something in that range. That looks good. Okay. And I think that was the tune. Like, it's pretty simple as far as how many things there are to adjust. But again, there's things I don't play with that'll probably make also a huge difference. Otherwise, this should be good. This should get us what I was getting in free roam. So let me spend, so yeah, 1,200 you can see. So if we're going in here and tweaking all these, we could easily blow through all our money. Let's do that. We've got it painted now. We've got the tune on it. Let's carefully get this to the track. All right, now we just got to squeeze down this little path, this walking path. There's probably an easier way to get in, but this is the shortest way that I know. I don't think I did too much damage on the way here. It looks okay. Let's get moved up front. And we'll get this thing off the truck. And onto the track. Could be fun. And over here. Yeah, just over here. At some point we will have this paddock, and then it won't be as big a deal because we can just, you know, a little bit, but this is fun. Hey, we're not exactly in a parking spot, but there we go. Let's take up these two spots. Yeah, but look at that. Pretty sharp. Let's get it on the light side. There we go. Okay. Now we can just easy does it off the track, off the vehicle here. At the handsbrake on. We want to go slow because I don't want to bounce. The front is really low. I want to bounce it. Okay. Nice. Ooh. Yeah, you'll see. We'll probably only get 1 or 2 passes, but let's just see what this looks like. Up the line here. We'll get staged, put our NOS on. Okay, here we go. Oh, see there's that lag I was telling you about, but I think I missed something. Yeah, see, it's completely different. 7.4, it's like way different. And now I have to go all the way back to tune that. So let me go back, we'll double check my settings, make sure we have it set up right, and I will bring it back for another round. Okay, and well, for the sake of speed, I just drove the car back, adjusted the tune, But this is really something else on the road. It does not like being in traffic, and it definitely doesn't like the police, because it does not go slow. So it looked like the only thing I had is I forgot to switch it to NOS in first gear. That's where the hang up was. So we're gonna go very, very carefully through here, because the front end likes to bounce off the ground. And we're gonna try this again, this time with NOS in first gear. There's my truck. I just left it there because I didn't feel loading and unloading. It was going to take a while, so I just drove it on the road. Which, you know, in hindsight, no license plates probably wasn't a good idea either, but... Alright. Let's see how this works. We got to be very careful because the NOS, whoops, kicks in at 1,000. Should kick in at 1,000. Good? Right. Yeah, it's a little rough on the beginning, and then it should kick. It's not doing it. Yeah, this is... Okay, this is not at all how it was working in free roam. So that tells me that there is more simulation here. Because otherwise, the tune is exactly the same as far as I can tell. Let me double check it one more time. I was getting 6162 in the free roam. Okay. I'm dumb. You guys are probably yelling at the screen, so what I'm missing is I didn't put in the proper rear diff, so I don't have the tunable rear diff, so I never set that up. Duh. So let's go ahead and get that. See, this is it. It's stuff I'm just not, I don't know, so we make mistakes. Let's go ahead and get rear suspension. Differential. Oh, look. There's the culprit right there. Everything else being equal, this should now do what I want it to do. We're going to go put that, it should be at a 2.05. So our rear diff was way, way out. Right here. And we're basically here. And I checked, everything else appears to be equivalent. This is what I missed the first time, so that's all good. Inverter diameter, yeah. Matches. So the rest of this matches, so this should be good. We'll apply it. And we'll purchase it. And we'll turn off the day-night cycle because I forgot to do that again. I turn it off for YouTube recording because the darkness doesn't work very well. We'll go like a few hours after. I like doing like 10-ish. And we'll turn off cycle and sleep. And it made some weird lights, but let me drive this back down the road. I'll drive it back to the track as is. I again left my truck there again. And we'll drive it back and see how it does now. Changing the final drive has actually made it more drivable on the street. Uh-oh. Just realized there's a cop somewhere. I ran that red light just as I saw the meter filling up. Yeah, I like that. This is a little bit easier to drive here because with the old final gear, it was just flying everywhere I went. Right. Yeah, I'll get it to the track. This should do it then. I think we finally have all the pieces in place. And there we go, 611. And then if we get on the brakes, we should just make it. So 611, we made 5,800 on that. So it looks like we'll get, I was a little bit low on NOS when I started, so we might even get like 4 passes, which isn't a bad way to make money if we get half of that. Because I'm not like, I mean, we could have accidentally hit a sub 6. It happened a couple times while I was tuning. So we'll make about half, so that's 2,900 a pass. Every time we come out. I think like bottles, because you can sell the empty bottles, so it only costs us like $20 to switch them out. Although we do have to go all the way home and back here again to do it, unfortunately. So 3 to 4 passes at 29 isn't too bad, and it's a lot of fun. But I would like to buy this paddock, but even if we do, we can't actually buy the NOS bottles here, which would be something I'd like to see. At least for NOS. I mean, not parts, but being able to switch out the NOS would be nice. Let's try another pass. See how it holds up. I know with the the final, before I got it all piled in, I had it doing really fast for exactly one run, and then it wouldn't do a second run. I'd like to smooth out that first gear, but that might be a thing where we have to go to like a 3-speed. Oh wow, we did best our time again. Oh no, I'm not gonna stop. I was too late on the brakes. Come on. Okay, we only did body damage. I know you can put parachutes on the back with the drag bumper, but I don't think you can actually use them. Unless there's a way to use them. I haven't been able to find a hotkey for it, but if you guys know, definitely let me know that, because we could put a parachute on this for when I forget to hit the brakes. I think that's where I'm going to leave this episode. Again, we got it right about where I wanted it, so that's perfect. I'm pretty happy with it. Any suggestions, any tweaks, any of that, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys want to see as our next project, and we'll go from there. But thanks for watching, and as always, take care of each other, and I'm out of here.